The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. The Rams taking the field and leading the way. The man from Cal, the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 113 yards, and a score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Niners are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They run once more with Taylor. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this defense for the Rams, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and goal from the 3.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time he is in. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And his pass incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's fielded at the 45. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here. And a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Okay, break.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. On 1st down, it's Goff. First shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play. That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack to about the 26 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that for us.
And
he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it at around the 40. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 65 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams 1st down as he's up close to the 15-yard line. Now Goff. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man, that's complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Nick Bosa Racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
From his end zone, Goff on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he fields it at his own 45. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. His throw incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw.
It's just been all-out pressure on this drive. They've already sacked him a couple of times, and now here, he's just forced to chuck this one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Goff. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. An extra point try now for Moody. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco.